You, we here,
We live.
live in the flesh.
Oh, it's a lot to talk about tonight.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes, Ian is still in New York.
New York City.
New York City. Ian is still in New York, man. You
For
You moving out here?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. How you like being in New York?
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Finance capital of the world. Good vibes, good people. Shout out to about everybody in Jersey, everybody in New York who showing me love. Appreciate you. Shout out to a couple of haters in New York. Ooh, more litty than you in your city, my boy. So, but no, I love it out here. Minus the traffic. Trump, bring back the congestion. That's the one thing I do.
That's a fact.
Please.
That's a fact. He said, move your mic a little. I don't know how. Yeah.
Move my mic closer. Pause.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So, man, there's a lot going on in the world these days, my brother.
I know, man. Too much going on.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to it. First, want to remind you guys we got an dope episode tomorrow on Earn Your Leisure that comes out at 6:00 Eastern Standard Time. And Carolyn, she's actually the lady that owns the products that Fat Joe and DJ Khaled endorsed, the Rewind in Time. And she's done a bunch of other stuff in the hair care industry for years. So she's she's one of these people that's worth like $700 million on the low.
What?
She's
what?
She's one of them ones. So that's a dope. Anytime we get to talk to female entrepreneurs is always dope, but especially, people that have took an alternative pathway to get there. So she talked about buying out her business partner and a whole bunch of stuff. So check that out, 6:00 tomorrow. And do remember, get the book, You Deserve to Be Rich.
Yes.
The audio version has been updated. For anybody that had issues with the previous audio version.
That was on you about the reading?
Yeah.
It's all right.
But we got it right.
Yep.
We got it right. Anything that you would like to announce or say?
If you want to get rich from the market, join Red Panda Stock Club, and let's have an amazing show. Shout out to everybody in New York, New Jersey. And I'm watching all y'all comments. The jacket coming back soon. Smoothie King coming back soon.
That's a fact.
Let's have a good show.
All right. So it's a lot going on in the world. So let's start before we go too crazy in the situation. Let's start with some lighthearted commentary, right?
Okay, I'm good with that.
Let the beat build up a little bit.
Share with 5 friends, please.
And
put your questions in the chat.
So okay. Let's start with this. Nick Cannon. Our guy,
friend of the show.
Great
person.
He dropped the Wildin' Out coin.
Yes.
And do you see he was going at it with Dave Portnoy?
For sure.
Yeah.
Told Dave, I got more money than you. Hey, that's my Euro step.
He said, I don't need to dump on you. I got more money than you.
Got more money than you.
That's a fact.
Bar.
Shout out to Nick Cannon.
Yep.
So what you think about Nick Cannon dropping that?
Who is paying all these celebrities to make up these meme coins?
Well, allegedly, the guy DM Dave Portnoy, the guy that was behind it, and allegedly he's one of the people that's behind the situation, whatever. But how much money do you think is actually made on the meme coin?
It depends on what the splits are, but I can see them pulling out an easy 5 to 10 million for sure. Because they're not holding it for a long period of time. But it's so many. It's like No Limit rollout back in the 90s. Like every week, Ross had one last week.
Did that come out?
By Ross?
The Boss coin?
I'm not sure if it came out.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know he was in the lineup.
I saw the promotion for it, then it just stopped.
Yeah. So I know y'all gonna be like, hey, what do y'all think? I love Nick, love everything he's built. Not pro the meme coin from anybody unless it has value. I don't think this one has any value. So don't let this be an indictment against him, but no, don't do it. But Dave Portnoy, you done put out some bullshit. And when you get to making them jokes about them 12 kids, which you don't do with Elon, when he has 14, Nick has more money than you. You can play them little games with some of them rappers, but don't get in no money battle with Nick. You're going to lose. The IP been standing 22 years and big tour and all other kind of shit. Hey, you punching above your weight class.
Nick Cannon is actually a legend. Like he's
for sure.
He's a genius.
For sure. In multiple arenas.
That's a fact.
Big sniper. And for y'all who be making them little jokes about Nick, go research that family in San Diego. Y'all get to talking crazy.
That's a fact.
Y'all better chill.
That's a fact.
Y'all
too.
better chill.
That's a fact too. The OG play.
For real.
Okay. Okay. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Let's get to one more lighthearted question before we actually turn this thing up. Steph Curry. I saw you at point. Is he the best point guard of all time?
I gotta ask you, what do you think? I mean, legendary careers coming to an end soon, probably. But do you think he's the greatest point guard of all time?
The short answer is yeah, that's obvious. I mean, he's not really a pure point guard though. He's more of a hybrid.
Hybrid, yeah.
But who else is comparable to him, right? He's one of the greatest players of all time. He changed the game, and he's a force of nature. Like, he's not a traditional point guard as far as Isaiah Thomas type, floor general, but he's a point guard.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can't, it is what it is. So for pound, yeah, nobody's better than Steph Curry.
Of course, people are gonna say Magic.
Yeah, I forgot about Magic.
So, but I think Steph is probably, like, if I told you before he was drafted, you had a player that dribbled better than AI and shot better than Mark Price, you'd be like, boy, you smoking dust. So, and he's hit every goal and some that he's set out to achieve. I think we need to start putting him in that GOAT conversation.
I forgot about Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Him and Magic. For different. I mean, they're so different though.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so different. But as far as who you would rather have on your team, that's tough. That's the question. Who would you rather have on your team? Magic Johnson or Steph Curry?
Put it in chat. Y'all let me know. Y'all the hoop experts, but I'm picking Steph. Shout out to Magic. Love you dearly. One of the greatest point guards of all time. Greatest business people. It's tough having relationships, right?
That's so
I can't diss Magic, can't Google in the same
That's a
week.
fact. That is a fact.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So now let's get to some political stuff. We was gonna talk about this next week, but you want to talk about this golden visa thing now?
Yes, and I have a follow-up question to that, but we can talk about it now.
Okay. So hit the like button and share, ladies and gentlemen. Very important episode, and this is live
for sure.
So we are looking at comments. Maybe we'll answer a few comments, a few questions. This is live in the flesh. Oh, and I forgot to do my thing. So yeah, I'm wearing black brands for for this foreseeable future every time. So this brand, World in Vision. So it's WRLDIN.
Shout out to the squad.
VSN. Shout out to them.
Yeah. Dope
merch. So if you got merch, send me merch. I will wear it on Blackout, and I will give you a shout out. Free promotion. Yep. P.O. Box, Rashad Bilal, P.O. Box 1252, White Plains, New York 10602. I'm a large, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I am trying to support Black business.
That's fire.
Very important.
For all the trolls and critics, right?
Very important.
Very important.
Support Black business.
Yeah.
So, okay. Donald Trump.
Yep.
About a week and a half ago, he announced this golden visa program where $5 million pretty much gets you a pathway to citizenship. It's like a fast track to get a green card, pretty much. Okay. I have my thoughts about this.
Yep.
Where do you want to? Do you want me to start? Or you want you to start?
I want you to start because I'm gonna go crazy.
Okay. Well, shout out to Max Maxwell. He made a good video. You know, Max is somebody that lives in Dubai now.
Yep.
And he was saying, which pretty much made perfect sense, where he's lived overseas for the last 3 years, I think 4 years, something like that. But he still has to pay taxes. America is one of the only countries in the world where even if you don't live in the country, you're still required. If you maintain your American citizenship, you're still required to pay American taxes.
Yeah.
That's why there's a lot of people that actually give up their American citizenship. There's a lot of rich people that actually give up their American citizenship because they end up moving to Thailand, different countries like this, and they're like, why am I paying taxes in Thailand and I'm paying taxes in America? I haven't been to America in 5 years. That makes no sense. So that's one thing. The other thing about it is that a lot of these countries don't have taxes. Like UAE has no taxes.
Yep.
Right. So his whole thing is like, okay, look, you asking people for $5 million for a golden visa. That's a pretty stupid idea, because if you have $5 million to pay for a citizenship, you're a wealthy person.
Yeah.
Right? You have over $30 million probably,
Easily.
right? So if you have over $30 million, $50 million, something like that, you don't need to have a citizenship in America unless you are really trying to tie something in for business purposes.
For sure.
But other than that, why do you need to have a citizenship? People that want citizenship are poor. These are people that's coming to America for a better life, and they trying to become a citizen. If I'm rich, I'm not sure you can come to America whenever you want.
Yeah.
You could buy an apartment in Manhattan or Miami. You can stay for 4 or 6 months at a time, and then you can get the hell out of here. Like, do what you need to do. There's no reason to become a citizen if you're already wealthy. And it's like, even if you come from a country that it's hard to come to America, like let's say right now Russia might be a little difficult, you could just get a passport in the Caribbean. They sell those passports for $200,000.
Yep.
And then you can just get a passport, a Caribbean passport, and now you can just come to America that way.
Yeah.
So it makes no sense to establish residency in America if you're rich. I don't know why he thought this was a good idea.
Because he's selling off every part of the country in front of our faces. Hypothetically, if you were an entrepreneur from, let's say, South Africa, and you couldn't be president, wouldn't it behoove you to get a passport to come to the States, invade Silicon Valley, and buy your way into the White House? Hypothetically. For those who don't know, this program was done in the 1980s and 1990s for $200,000. $300,000 back in the day. Now this is like the limited upsell version of it. It's like the ClickFunnels version. Yeah,
ClickFunnels
this is the super USA mastermind, right?
That's a fact.
But if, like you said, if you're rich, you don't need to be here. But it looks like they're auctioning off all the important parts of the country in real time. But now you get a membership card with it. And let's say he sells 100,000 of these, which you won't. It won't put a dent in the debt of the country. And what department does the money go to? Hypothetically, I don't know. It's above my pay grade. So, but should citizens be allowed to sell their citizenship to people in foreign countries for the $5 million?
A swap.
Yeah, listen.
Take my passport. I'm done.
Hey,
I'm out of here.
Go right to Ghana.
I'm out
You ain't go right to Mexico. Hey, $5 million.
It's been real.
I've been rhyming like common sense.
That's a fact.
Go right to Abu Dhabi and call it a day.
That's a fact.
Would you sell your citizenship right now to somebody in another country for $5 million? Put yes in chat if you would.
That's a good question.
See,
would you sell your citizenship? Would you sell your American citizenship for $5 million?
A lot of y'all selling y'all IP and ass for a lot less anyway. Might as well cash out premium OnlyFans subscription.
That's a fact. That is
Swipe up for more. Cash out. Go right to UAE and call it a day.
That's a fact. That's a good question.
Wouldn't be bad.
Because I'm like I said, I mean, as far as tax, we have one of the worst tax systems in the world as far as for how much we get taxed when we're not even in the country. How are you going to tax somebody that doesn't even live in the country?
You have to pay the fee, the toll road fee, regardless, because the way the World Bank works. Never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Troy, I'm doing better, right? Just one infraction this week. Shout to Google. Love you so much. In fairness, Microsoft, we need to see a demo.
That's a fact. Okay. So, okay. Elon Musk.
Yes.
Let's talk about him. So, one of these conservative pundits, I forget his name, but he tweeted a video about why it would be a good idea for Trump to pardon the cop that killed George Floyd. And he went into a whole thing, right? Then Elon Musk retweeted it and said something to consider. Right?
It's a very vanilla response. Very smart. He not getting y'all with that Hitler salute no more. Covert. Ben
Shapiro is the guy, is the content guy that did it.
Yeah.
So what's crazy is that I don't know what does Elon have to do? people still going to defend him. No
Yeah.
matter what I realized is that
Elon, they're going to defend Elon?
they're going to defend Elon, and they're
for sure.
no matter what. And they're going to defend Trump no matter what.
For sure.
Like Elon throwing up Nazi signals. They like, my favorite thing with people is when they like, did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah, I did.
Did you watch the whole video?
Yes.
The liberal media only cut up 90 seconds of the dot.
Yep,
did you
sure
watch
did.
the whole thing in full context?
Yep. And he got one of them Proud Boy haircuts too. I don't know who your barber is. You need to go to Zane in Jersey and get that shit fixed. That bold Nazi cut not helping you, my boy. But,
Yo,
got you.
The did you watch the whole thing is so tiring and draining. But what's your thoughts on Elon tweeting this thing about George Floyd's situation?
Why is anyone surprised that a person whose family was raised and had involvement in the diamond and ruby mines in Africa, and he did a Nazi salute in the States, that he may be slightly racist, allegedly?
Allegedly.
What's the fucking confusion?
So, what else does he have?
While MAGA is working at an all-time high, I see a lot of black people and a lot of Latins who supported that shit too. And how do you, don't text me now, yo, what's up with the market? Your boy fucking it up. That's what happened. Shit. And hypothetically, allegedly, if my auto sales are down 45% and you know Xi Jinping is the real power that you don't want to mess with, wouldn't it behoove you to crash the economy to get him out, who you really want in, to really be partners over there? High level espionage, allegedly. So,
and we're gonna.
But why are y'all surprised at old racist white men being racist? I can't believe he did the. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
It's crazy because, like, yeah, what else does Elon have to do? He goes on a whole rampage about DEI out the blue.
Mm-hmm.
He's pressuring Trump to put sanctions on South Africa.
Yep.
Because they're unfair to white people.
They want to make Europe great again.
Goes in front of Italy and tells them that you need to refine the blood, keep the bloodline pure. Goes in Germany and says you need to go back to your core values. What does that even mean? Retweets the dude that said that George Floyd's killer should get out and said there's something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Throws up the Nazi salute, and then it's like, what's the full context? Did you watch the full video?
Heartburn.
Did you watch the full video?
His baby mama was texting him, so he tried to stop the phone. Yeah. I hear you. Also, too, I don't trust any grown man that does not get along with his mother or father. I don't give a fuck what happened unless you were molested. For a grown man, the crazy part, his father is the one that supported Trump first, and Elon was anti-Trump while he was hanging with the Democrats, and
they were all Democrats. That's why I said
and run around fucking actresses and shit.
Elon Musk was a Democrat
for the longest time.
Trump was a registered Democrat. That's why I don't believe in politics.
Yeah.
All this shit is a game. Democrat, Republican. It's what Trump. These guys go to whatever is working for them in the moment. Trump was for DEI 10 years ago. For sure. He was touting how his companies were so diverse and all this. Yep. Now he don't really care either way. He just knows that he could play to a base
for sure.
of ignorant people that's going to vote for him. And the Democrats do the same thing. The Democrats do the same thing. But it's like at the highest level possible, there is no politics. It's just money and power.
For sure.
Stupid people buy into rhetoric and they play off of stupid people's emotions and they know that they can play to that.
Yeah.
But at his core, Elon, he's a racist, allegedly.
He believes in white conservative values.
Yeah.
Why are we surprised about that?
But you know, it's hurting Tesla. Because if you look at it, and that's why even I had the Tesla option and I sold it, and it's like, that was a mistake in hindsight, but it wasn't really based on it. It's priced back into where it dropped because there was no reason for Tesla stock to go up.
Other than his chutzpah and genius on that business side.
Yeah, it was good marketing campaign.
But it wasn't all fundamental.
Tesla company is not on strong ground right now. The stock is down 45% in 2 months. And I mean, it reported
super bear market.
23% drop in profit, 71% decrease in revenue year over year, declining sales, 45% drop in Europe in January for the decline. And then you got other competitors. So
BYD on their ass.
BYD is killing right now.
Not
So
gonna lie.
this is why the stock market sometimes doesn't even make any sense. The numbers for Tesla was all down, and they had a historic run. They went up 120%.
But he's a superstar catalyst.
Based off of, but even Meta, they announced that they're going to increase CapEx spending, and then the stock increases even more. They're starting to pull back down too.
For sure.
But it's like a lot of this shit just made no sense at all.
The Trump trade is falling apart. But hypothetically, January 20th, y'all got on my ass about that salute. That stock has been in the fucking toilet ever since. So it would behoove you, if you're selling to all of America, to not divide the nation, but a lot of times out of emotion, because what you saw on that stage was his elation in victory. That looked like the white Kobe grabbed the jersey salute. Like, we did this shit and it fucked up and slipped up, right? But you can't alienate in country. And also, too, as a result, those Teslas do not look as attractive as they used to be. BYD is a better car for sure. Mercedes is stepping their shit up. Lamborghini is like pushing into different markets.
Rivian, they got a Rivian stock in the mall. I go to the mall and shout out to my guy in the mall. He's a big watcher, and he said, "I said, how you?" He's like, "No, we killing. We just selling."
Yeah. Stock isn't good, but that car moving. So, but what can you do besides buy the presidency?
How bad can this get for Elon's portfolio of companies if he continues with this dumb shit?
If he keeps being stupid, he's going to lose all the contracts, especially for Starlink. He's lost one in Canada already,
and Mexico
too. And that's the company that really matters, Starlink. So it will behoove him to just be quiet and shut his mouth. But when it's very telling when his son told Trump, "You're not the president." if Xander walks into office and says, "You're not the president," and alludes to your dad is, he heard me say that.
That's a fact.
He heard me say that. And then he wiped the booger on his little table. Like, fuck your table. When Trump's a germaphobe. What? Okay. So the same hubris that got him there could make a lot of enemies for him. And if you want those companies to do well, it would be best to be quiet. That's why you see a lot of CEOs don't talk. The best CEOs on earth, Bill Gates will pop out once in a while with his genetically modified mosquitoes and shit, and then be quiet for another 2 years. Satya, not a word. You guys don't even know who the CEO of Eli Lilly is. Put it in the chat if you do. So, but a 62% drop definitely could happen. And Tesla, if you don't get his shit together, gotta be careful. Y'all got to do like y'all used to do and be racist behind the scenes. You can't be all in the video, dancing, doing the Hitler sign. Allegedly.
You know he lost $120 billion in last month.
That's a terrible. And you had that 14th baby? Shit.
14.
Oh, my Lord.
Okay. Hit the like button.
Yes, please.
And share. Okay, let's talk about this. You watched the State of the Union?
Yeah, I watched the part of the address.
What'd you think?
It's more Trump rhetoric, playing to the base. He has a couple of funny moments, but the illusion of how he's trying to save the economy money while putting tariffs on the. What happened to the reduction of inflation and egg prices coming down? I haven't heard one thing about food inflation yet. Rent control yet. Education being better. You wiped away the Department of Education, but you and Linda McMahon are back in cahoots. It's more political gesturing. What do you think?
It was all over the place. I be thinking that Trump be high sometimes because it was, how many stories did he tell? Like, he's like, the kid, he wanted to be an FBI agent and we're going to make him this. And this person was in Russia and just got out of jail. It's like, yo, every 3 minutes, it was stopped for some shit. I'm just like, damn, this shit is kind of like hard to like follow because it was wild, bro.
Stories
it was
are
like
often a trick that are used when you don't have facts.
It was so crazy because he was just throwing Biden. Like, he's like, yo, Biden's the worst president of all time. It's just, and then
he's gonna build a narrative.
And then he's like, oh, in Aurora, why is Aurora Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
Springfield, Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
and there's one other town. Like I hate they always say these cities.
Yeah.
Have you
They have influence.
have you ever been to any of these places
Not
before?
of our hue, but
I hear these places so much. It's like immigrant, Arroyo, what is it?
Aurora.
Aurora,
Yeah.
Illinois, and Springfield, Ohio.
Yeah.
Who the fuck goes to Springfield, Ohio? With disrespect to Ohio,
playing to a base.
but how many times can you say these cities that nobody has ever gone to in the history of life? In the history of life, there's a 0% chance that I'm going to Aurora, Illinois.
But maybe they'll have a magnificent convention there. Maybe that's what some of those secret meetings happen. Allegedly.
You know what? The thing about it is this: Colorado. That's another one. The whole state of Colorado. Shout out.
Don't do that.
Shout out to Colorado.
Shout out to Denver.
Shout out to Denver.
Yeah.
And Silver Spring. What is it? What's
Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs. That's where the Air Force Academy is.
Yeah.
Aurora, Colorado.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Aurora.
Aspen.
Aurora, Colorado. Not Aurora, Illinois. Yeah. Allegedly. Okay. But let's have some let's have some serious conversation. All right, Trump, you know what?
Didn't you vote for Trump?
Me?
Yeah. Let's cut the shit. You got all this criticism. Fake news. Didn't you vote for Trump? You clicked all Republican. But I'm going to wear black designers.
Gotcha.
Allegedly.
Gotcha.
Come to Invest Fest. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
Bigger than ever.
Biggest crowd in the history.
For real.
Okay, so Trump, man, I'm trying to give Trump the benefit of the doubt. Man, I think that he's an intelligent person, but he just keeps doing dumb shit. And after a while, I'm gonna stop saying he's intelligent, because you can't be intelligent if you continuously don't do dumb shit. And okay, so I know, sometimes you got to hear from alternative news outlets to actually believe it. But when we said this tariff thing wasn't a good idea, last month we were like, yo, this is not a good idea. It's gonna hurt the economy. Then some people's like, no, it's not true. You haven't studied the 1918 Tariff Act.
A fucking crash.
Okay, well, when the Wall Street Journal says this is one of the dumbest decisions in the history of a presidency, who owns the Wall Street Journal? Ladies and gentlemen, put it in chat. Who owns the Wall Street Journal?
Great question.
Who owns the Wall Street Journal? Let's see. Maybe we'll give a cash app to the first person that answers this.
Republican bucks.
Jeff Bezos? Nope, Jeff Bezos.
Not Jeff
Bezos. Not Jeff
Washington
Bezos.
Post.
Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post. Rupert Murdoch.
Yep.
Who's Rupert Murdoch? Okay, he's one of the richest people in the world. He's one of the most conservative people in the world. What else does Rupert Murdoch own? Fox News. That's his outlet.
Yep.
Rupert Murdoch's ultra conservative Wall Street Journal yesterday, headline, front page news, said this is one of the dumbest decisions a presidency has ever made.
Fucking the bag.
You are risking a global depression. Not recession. Depression.
Yes. It's like WWF. They may act as if they don't need each other. China, America, Canada, Europe, and Mexico all need each other. And if you go to war, it's going to be a fucking bloodbath, because all of the countries, with the exception of China, are on a house of cards.
This is what conservatives are saying. This is what intelligent, fiscal conservatives are saying. Why are you doing this? Why are you starting an unnecessary trade war over? And I'm sympathetic for people to have substance abuse problems. But you're going to crash the world over fentanyl?
It's needed, but not crashing the world.
Like I'm saying, like this is where you draw the line. Like out of everything, out of every problem, you're going to cause a fucking global depression because of fentanyl.
We have the same issue that Drake faced. And shout out to all of you dum-dums who kept saying BRICS doesn't matter. Russia, China have a war of death against us. You just saw Xi Jinping. We're prepared for any war you want to go to. Social media war, TikTok war, real war, cooking with Kaya war, whatever y'all want to do. We got smoke. A president or a dignitary only says that if they have the plan to fucking destroy a country. I don't want to hear about decorum. I don't want to hear about takes and attitude and curse, any of it. Put the kids to bed. If he is saying this publicly, I've already masterminded the plan with Putin on how to kill y'all. While your country is already in a recession, they want to announce. And guess what? China's our financial parent. So if they bankrupt their economy to have triage on us, it's real easy to go to war. Guess what? Their kids are prepared to go to war. Ours are not.
And it's not going to work. The last time we had a major tariff war, it caused the Great Depression. It's not going to work.
One of the leading factors.
It's not going to work.
Yes.
These tariffs, this shit doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. And he keeps playing. He's playing games, and he's fucking up the stock market by doing this, because he announced this shit 30 days ago, and then he said, okay, I'm gonna give a 30-day pause. He announced
For what?
He announced it. He said we're gonna go full-fledged, and then 30 minutes ago today, he's like, oh no, we're gonna give another 30 days for agriculture and auto. You're doing this shit just don't make no sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. And he keeps reversing stop, go. You're losing credibility. You're pissing people off.
Yep.
And you costing people a lot of money. Yeah. Like, the reason why he stopped the auto thing is because he met with GM and Ford, and they said, look, you're gonna fuck the auto industry up.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yes. It's like y'all fellas who be telling y'all girl, y'all don't give a fuck about you, I'm gonna leave, and then she get up and go cheat and your world devastated. That's Trump right now. You can make all the threats you want to. Put this in chat. You need leverage to win a negotiation. No leverage, no victory. Sorry. And I hate to say it, but China has been smarter than us for a very long time, because we've auctioned and sold off all the important parts of our country except the technology portion. So, but this what y'all wanted. He's going to bring the economy back. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. 2 months. I've never got more calls about this. This is worse than 2020. Some veterans I know in investing are like, yo, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, your boy, your big T, all that cute shit y'all had to say, it's over with.
The thing about it too is that China is very intelligent,
for sure,
country, and so they did tariffs on us, and I think it starts in 15 days, but they didn't do tariffs on every single industry. What did they do tariffs on? Put in chat what they did tariffs on.
Yes, y'all gonna learn tonight.
It's an interactive conversation that we gotta have.
Yeah, because we're live.
Because we are live.
Yes.
Because we are live. Yes. They did tariffs on agriculture, food, soybeans, pork, chicken, all that stuff, right? So now the next question is,
Popeye's in trouble. Y'all never get no sandwich back.
Why would they select agriculture, food, farming as a top priority to put tariffs on? They could have put tariffs on anything.
True.
Why is that the first level of importance to them?
You're the political expert. Well, strategically, why would they do that?
Put in chat.
He's getting yes, I'm gonna hit you where it hurt.
Let's go down this rabbit hole. Okay.
Trump want to play about electronics. Nope, they're gonna target the food.
So, okay, it's a few different reasons why, but the first one is that where are all these farms in America? Right?
Yep.
Middle America, South. They understand where Trump is strong at, right? They're not going to target Wall Street.
Nope.
They're going to target Hollywood. We're going to hit you. We're going to hit you where it hurts.
Yes.
We're going to cause pain to your strongest support base.
Your base. Yep.
And we're going and now you're going to have to start answering questions when they can't put food on their table.
Literally.
They understand the politics of America.
They do.
They know where he's strong at. They know where is going directly the heartland of America. You want to play games? All right,
cool. We don't need y'all social media or electronics. Cool, but I'm gonna hit you where it hurt. While food prices are at the highest they've been in our lifetime. Cool. I'm telling you, it's a lot of Republican infighting now, already talking about who can replace him 2 months in. I've never seen anything like it. He's got to stop.
He
won't. He won't.
You know what? It's one of these things where I think that I'm not sure who's advising him or if he's listening to anybody. Because sometimes when you get that level of power, you just stop listening, or you just have people around you that tell you what you want to hear. Because the reason why he even started this tariff thing is that, all right, here's the reason why he's so gun-ho about these tariffs. He wants to have the largest tax cut in American history, but he understands that the deficit is out of control.
Yeah, it's too high.
So he somehow they came up with this idea that, look, this is a money grab. We can just get billions of dollars quickly. We don't gotta tax Americans. They don't. It'll be outside partners, that people that, because they're putting tariffs on all their trade partners. And if you put tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China,
mistake.
That's damn near half of the imports that's coming to this country. So they devise a scheme to just get money real quick, but they don't fully think this through, because when you fuck with your best friends, that usually does not end well.
And it does not end well. It sounds, and when you have a transactional leader, how Trump is, you never see what the blowback can be. You're only thinking of the upside. That's why I tell a lot of you privately, like, well, why don't you launch this, and this? All money isn't good, and it can hurt the brand and company long term. He's thinking deal to deal. Like, I know a lot of people reference the art of the deal, but the art of the deal doesn't cover long-term vision for company or country. It's very short-sighted, and this is why we're here again. Remember when Mexico was going to pay for that wall and never paid for it? It's just that all over again with a bunch of different industries.
And I said on election day, I said, yo, the things that he's targeting on his first 100 days are hurting the economy.
Yeah.
I said, this immigration shit is going to backfire. It's going to hurt the economy. You guys might not even feel the effects of it. I'm talking to a contractor yesterday, and I'm asking him, I'm like, yo, how is this immigration thing hurting your shit? He said, yo, it's hurting. He said, one job. My guys stopped coming. All the Mexicans, they stopped coming because they're scared that ICE is going to come. And he says, it's costing more money. It's going, that owner of the house is going to have to pay me more money. That's exactly what he told me. He's not going to just take the loss on it. The owner of the house is going to cost more money for the owner of the house to buy the house. That's what he told me out of his mouth. I'm in Manhattan the other day. They telling me like, yo, restaurants are struggling. I'm like, why is restaurants struggling?
Boy, dry.
Because the people in the back of the kitchen is not coming to work. Shit is having a real world effect. They scared to come to work. The shit is getting passed down, and you probably don't even see it yet. You're gonna see it.
You will. Oh, this Christmas season, light. Fellas, you got your out already. November come, baby. Trump messed the economy up.
But he still has time to reverse this shit. He's just so erratic with his behavior. But he still has time to reverse this shit, because if this tariff does go through, they said that car prices could go up from $3,000 to $12,000. Home prices, they said the average home price is going to go up $22,000.
That's crazy. Which the average home price already $405,000,
something
like that.
So okay, let's bring it to our next point. I'd like to hear yours. My personal top 3 investments right now, right, is Bitcoin, because it's a hedge against the dollar, and it's an alternative to gold. And I think long term, no matter what he does, Bitcoin is still going to rise. 2 is real estate. Multi-family homes and apartments for the most part, because there's a shortage of houses in America.
Okay.
We just said the prices of houses is going to go up even more, right? But we know that wages are stagnant, and for all intents and purposes, a lot of people are going to be laid off from the job that they currently have because of technology. So real estate is going to be more valuable than ever. On the rental market. On the rental market. Just long-term planning here.
I agree.
And high quality tech stocks.
Okay.
The Qs. Because technology is going to continue. Nothing can stop what's going to happen with artificial intelligence.
No.
It's only going to become more and more pervasive, and every tech company is going to get more powerful. All the top tech companies are going to get
For
more
sure.
powerful. We could talk about TSM, $100 billion investment into America.
Yes.
He actually mentioned them on the State of the Union address.
Yep.
So I feel that
Did he mention Intel?
he did not.
Did.
He did not mention
More
Intel.
Yeah.
But I feel like in my brain, for the next like 10 years,
Yeah.
those investments will go up.
I agree.
Anything I missed off that?
One, and I don't know if we'll talk about it at scale, but I'm getting very interested into investing in the careers of people who I think will be unicorns or baby unicorns, especially those that can build automation agents. So actually investing in them early while they're in college,
Like
or graduate,
owning a piece like of
for sure,
like
equity
perpetuity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, they was doing that with athletes.
They were, yep.
I don't know if they're still doing that or not, but they was like owning perpetuity of an athlete.
So if you catch a developer or some other people in some different industries, you can create a valuation for them and get a certain percentage of equity in their career upside and perpetuity.
Is that morally? How does that morally fit? Like you own somebody, pretty much.
No, you're investing to help.
360 deal on a person.
Yeah, you are investing into the upside of them, and then also giving financial security in a market that does not give security. And I told a lot of y'all who came up with that little blue panda, you don't fuck with Ian no more shit. Oh, I got a plan for you, baby. Oh, that's cool. I'll invest in the people who are going to infiltrate and be a part of some of these companies and get an override. Because there's a lot of, even Apple. I said it last year on Josh Brown's show. Apple was thinking about developing a wallet. And then at the time when Cardano and Solana was hot, if they were given, let's say, 7% return in a crypto project, Apple could have had a lion's share of the crypto market and been ushered into that government program they just fucking launched, but they cared too much about that Vision Pro. Nobody wanted that fucking headset from y'all. Sorry. Y'all can be as mad as you want to at HQ, but you have 100 developers and employees at HQ that's been telling you for the last 4 years what to do, and y'all won't listen. Sorry. So, an investment in human capital will become a lot more popular over the next 4 or 5 years. But what do I know? Allegedly.
So
fake news.
So somebody put in the comments, so I'll give you your flowers. You on Market Mondays, you said that AMD was going to fall to $98.
Yes.
And I think it got to 97. So somebody said it's now a good time to buy AMD.
I've been proved I'm the greatest when it comes to this shit. Like, I'm not tired of playing. I want to go invest in human capital. I want to get on the other side of the ice wall, figure some shit out there. This the easy part. Yes. Hold for long term. Or you can go to ianinvest.com and be a part of the stock club and get all the prices. But when are y'all gonna stop questioning me about the prices? I got that shit down, yo. There's a lot of shit I need to work on. Being kinder, more humble, less arrogant, more patient. Oh, I agree with all that. These prices, I'm the best when it comes to this, though. What? Told you. Did Trump mention AMD at that MAGA convention they had?
No, MAGA
Told you it was going to fall apart. No. You know what's bad? When you have to tell a Taiwanese company, hey, man, come set up shop here. It's terrible. But Intel, y'all ain't bought a Pentium 3 processor since G-Unit had them fucking tank tops. Like, stop. What are we talking about? But America's not. What do I know?
Make America broke again.
Rapidly. Like he did them 25 other companies he took bankrupt. What? Come on, man.
Okay. Yeah, but I was watching it. It definitely hit.
Freebie.
Peekable. All right. So, but we do have to add some context to this Trump thing. So, all right. So, once again, put in chat.
Yes.
What are the worst months for stock historically, and what are the best months for stocks?
If you want to invest us last year, you
historically. what are the worst months,
Mm-hmm.
and what are the best months.
Yep.
So the good thing with blackout is that you get a variety of different things. You
For
get
sure.
education, entertainment. You
Get
get
some mess.
conspiracy theories. You
Yep.
get them all. You get all relationship advice. You get the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is interesting to know if you're going to be an investor. The worst months for stocks are September, August, May,
Yes.
and drumroll February. Those are the worst months for stocks historically.
Yes.
The best months for stocks are July, December, November, and drumroll April.
Yes. Yep.
So
buy an Augusto, September,
yeah,
and enjoy the motherfucker ride. Yo, it's not that hard. It is not that hard. And yes, even with Trump, these laws still apply. And a lot of capital from hedge funds go into the market, and pension funds and fund of funds flow in at the end of the month of March. If you're in Telegram and Stock Club, I'll put the dates when we should start to take off in our chat. Once again, go to Invest if you want to know the date. But there's rhyme. Even with Tesla dropping, 4 years ago, I made a post about Tesla dropping. You should go look at what months historically for the companies you're investing in when they usually have these drops. There's no accident in the market. You have trillions of points of data printed every 2 or 3 years that'll tell you what the market is going to do, especially under this leadership. So,
and we said this on Market Mondays, but historically, the first year of a presidency is usually sideways for the stock market. The second year is the worst year of the four.
mhm.
The third year is the best year, and the fourth year is a good year as well.
Yeah, trying to get reelected.
Historically,
yeah, I didn't know it was gonna be this bad. I'm not gonna lie. He came in on bullshit after day 10. I said, man, what are you doing? What are you doing?
yeah. China? How serious is China? How big of a threat is China? Because like you said, they said that they're prepared for. They said that they're prepared for any type of war.
Mm-hmm.
That's open ended. However you want it, whatever you want to do.
The biggest. This what Kendrick told Drake.
And they increased their defense spending by 7%.
Wow. You don't think Xi Jinping ever call on board with them autonomous vehicles? And
who has the largest army in the world? Lightning round.
Great question.
Who has the largest army in the world? Manpower. Who has the largest army in the world?
Yep. So, but
peekable
threat,
peekable,
huge. They made a virus, a biological weapon of war, in 60 days and almost toppled our economy in 3 or 4 months. Because of the ignorance of leadership, things were mishandled, and it really hurt our economy and cost millions of lives. Imagine if they launch a bunch of those and with the autonomous war agents at the same time, it'll be really bad.
China has the largest army in the world.
Mm-hmm.
China is a very dangerous country because a few different things. But the biggest thing that separates China from America is that they have discipline.
Yep.
You watch, this shit is embarrassing.
Culturally.
Even the State of the Union yesterday, like, it's honestly embarrassing.
It is.
Like, it's actually embarrassing to watch. And it's like, how long is this? It's not sustainable. You got so many distractions. Everybody hates each other. So everybody's at war with each other internally.
Yep.
How can you fight externally when you fight so much internally? They're very disciplined people. They all move on one accord.
One regime.
It's a communist government, so there's only one voice that's being said. And if you try to speak out against it, you're going to get crushed.
Yeah.
They have increased their military spending by 7%. They're already ahead of us when it comes to technology.
For sure.
They launched attacks on us every single day on the web. Like you said, they've already created biological weapons that have shut down the world.
Yes.
That's not a conspiracy theory. It's actual fact.
That's proven. We told you in the Market Mondays when it first happened. They got the world to believe that a woman ate a bat and flew to fucking Seattle and infected the... What? Okay. If y'all believe anything, cool.
And American Okay. Americans are stupid for the most part.
Time out.
No, for the most part.
For
the most part.
We can't offend Google, Magic Johnson, and America in the same night.
No, for the most part. For the most part. Not everybody.
Okay.
Look, it's one of these things, right? You got to be honest. We're behind in a variety of different things.
Oh, for sure.
In a variety of different things. How are you the largest economy in the world and you're not even in the top 40 in school systems?
Yeah.
You go to parts of the world, when you travel, you start to learn different things, right?
Mhm.
You go to London, you go to different places. The Uber drivers are not listening to music. They're listening to world news.
Yeah. But it's done by design.
Like the poorest people are still educated.
Yeah.
It's very common for most parts of the world to know at least 2 languages. At least 2.
Yeah.
A lot of people 3. You go to Africa, everybody knows at least 3 to 4 languages. How many Americans, the average American doesn't know 1 language because we don't really know English. The average person reads on a 7th grade level. So the average American hasn't really fully mastered the English language. Motherfuckers can't even spell entrepreneur.
True, but that's done by design. When John D. Rockefeller bought the American education system, the quality of education went down dramatically. Yes or no in chat for my historians.
On purpose.
By design.
To make a society stupider, to make sure that we have a consistent workforce and a small amount of entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And free thinkers.
For sure.
But it's backfired.
Well, all of them left. And went to UAE.
Exactly. It's backfired. Because that a society you can't sustain. You can't sustain ignorance. How much ignorance until it's too much? Look at everything that we overindulge in.
Yeah.
Right? How long can you keep this Kendrick and Drake thing going? Like, how long is it going to be talked about? It's a good conversation and it is entertaining, but we're almost 5 months removed and we're still dissecting that. Like, that shit doesn't mean anything
at all
in the grand scheme of life. It has to absolutely.
When Conan O'Brien is making jokes about it, it's time to stop talking about it.
Like the fact Kanye, I don't care what his wife is wearing on the red carpet. It's not important.
He did make a spectacle though.
For sure.
Yeah.
But you see anything, you go to Shade Room. Shade Room has 20 million people. We don't have 20 million people.
I know.
People would rather be entertained and educated.
True. Except for y'all here tonight.
No, for sure. But these are the smart people.
Yep.
But these are 5,000 people. If we was talking about fucking...
Oh, if we fought right now? Oh, my God. 150,000 people. On a straight up brawl.
That's a fact. But after a while, that's going to start hurting the society.
Sure.
You can't just have a bunch of stupid people. It takes a toll on you. Now that's why they're saying that we need immigrants. That's why Elon Musk said that we need smart immigrants coming from China and coming from India and these other Asian countries because we don't have enough smart people in America. That's pretty much what he said.
Or you demonize the American people and then import immigrants because you're an immigrant yourself to take over the fucking country. That boy pulled off what Arnold Schwarzenegger dreamed of doing. Another great racist that's living in America. Look at her. Allegedly. He married into one of the greatest white families ever as a Nazi supporter too.
Who?
Go to work on trapezius. Go do your research. But what do I know? I'm just some guy acting like I know that AMD is going to 98. Prior to fake news.
It's all fake news.
It's all fake news.
Allegedly.
What do you think about Kanye saying that he want Drake to speak at his funeral when he died? You know, he miss Drake as a friend.
I'm gonna start requesting people to speak at my funeral. I want you to speak. I need you to speak at my funeral. That's the highest level of compliment that you can give somebody.
True.
Right? There's no other compliment. I can't think of a compliment that's better than I would like you. While I'm living.
Yeah.
I'm extending the invitation. First of all, to extend the invitation while you're living to your funeral is pretty top tier because you're already planning. You're planning who's going to be at your funeral is top tier. Who's you're planning who's going to speak at your funeral is even more top tier. Like, I would like you to speak at my funeral.
Is Kanye a cuck?
What is a cuck?
A guy who likes being cool with or watching somebody else fuck their wife. To ask somebody to speak at your funeral who used to knock down your shorty is motherfucking crazy. What? Now, he lost that Kendrick battle. The Kanye war, oh, he won.
But we do have we do have to talk about switching gears.
What?
Switching gears. Okay, so Trump. Let's go back to Trump. Okay, so
don't y'all defend Kanye with that swastika either.
He tweeted.
You calling Ben Baller to make a swastika chain. Boy, stop.
So he tweeted, or it was on Truth Social or Twitter, one of these. Okay, this is how he's ending. This is how he ends wars. He tweets about it. Shalom, Hamas.
Who put this?
Trump. You see this? Shalom Hamas means hello and goodbye. You can choose. Release all the hostages now, not later, and immediately return all the dead bodies of the people you murdered, or it's over for you. Only sick and twisted people keep bodies. You are sick and twisted. I'm sending Israel everything it needs to finish the job. Not a single Hamas member will be left. He goes on a whole rampage. Then he says, this is your last warning. It's crazy to make diplomatic threats on Twitter. I don't think this has never really been done before, right?
Ronald Reagan wouldn't.
And he goes on a whole thing. It's like a whole Twitter like rampage.
Mitt Romney would never. And also too, real men and real leaders don't make threats.
You know what's crazy? Somebody had asked me about this Gaza situation before. Guy, he's from Egypt. And before the election, he's like, yo, I know, like, you know, you had spoke to Kamala, like, what do you think? Like, like, I'm like, look, she's not really perfect, but if this is your priority, he's going to turn this place into a parking lot.
Absolutely.
Be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to be honest with you, bro. Like, he's going to turn into a parking lot.
Absolutely. Here we are.
Here we are. And it just amazes me how people are surprised about this. All the Arab Americans in Dearborn, Michigan, what did you think was going to happen?
Once again, when are you going to stop expecting racist old men to not be racist? It's a history of this. Like, he hasn't hidden it. I can see if he hid it and he faked it. Okay, he didn't fake it. He told you the entire time who he was, and you thought he was going to bring the economy back. And the last time he lost because of where the economy was.
Trump, man. Look, Trump, stop doing dumb shit. Here's my advice to Trump. Just stop doing dumb shit.
Just call him right now. Breaking news.
Please stop.
For real.
Yo, just get the economy back on track, man. Like, I don't care. Look, I'm not even mad that you're in office, but you're costing people money. Mm-hmm. Stop with this tariff shit. It's stupid. It's a bad idea. It's not going to work, right? Stop tweeting at 1 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock at night. Stop worrying about dumb shit like making English the official language of America,
or the
talking about. That's another thing. He's talking about. If I hear one more thing about transgender playing sport, I don't care about that shit. I want to make money. I don't give a fuck about volleyball, of transgender playing volleyball.
Some of those girls getting hurt though.
Yeah, but like, come on, like, you taking this too far, bro. That's not a top priority. I'm not mad at it. Yeah. I'm not mad at it. But bro, there's at least 37 things that's more important than this.
Focusing on the wrong
like, let's focus, bro. We can get to this by the summer. Yeah. We can't get to that in the summertime. Yeah. This is your first 100-day agenda. Like, bro, I'm not mad at you doing this, but just give it to the summer.
You voted for him, call him. I ain't finna have a field day with this. Often I find out for all my leaders and CEOs, what you focus on in the first 100 days are the victories you think you can achieve. And if you're not focusing on things of purpose, it tells me that you know that you can't get that shit done, which is the scary part. I said before, even on the Democratic side, for those of y'all like y'all Democratic shields, when Plies was the main spokesperson for the Democrats, it was over for me. The fuck? Y'all wait till the last minute to get Beyonce. Y'all should have led with that, not Plies. I don't see a lot of the people from January 6th supporting him how they used to 2 weeks ago. It's really fucking scary. And I'm not here to do the doom and gloom report, but a lot of this shit I told you guys about before, yes or no, put in chat.
Yeah.
So,
but Trump, man, and all jokes aside, Trump, we just trying to make some money out here, man. Let's focus on what's important.
Do we need a crash to happen in order to get great leadership back in?
Yeah, I guess. That's an unfortunate situation. That's unfortunate.
Drain the swamp.
That's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate situation, man.
That's crazy.
But yeah, let's have an order of importance here.
For sure.
Right?
Gulf of America doesn't matter.
Gulf of America matters nothing. Making English the official language matters nothing. When has English not been the official language of America? What are you talking about?
I wouldn't be mad if he started with some of the healthcare stuff that him and RFK talked about. I haven't seen a bunch of that go through yet. I mean, I know they got the one win with Kellogg's, but that's not big enough.
But how important is it? Look, this transgender thing, right?
This really getting under your skin.
Because I haven't seen it. I know that there's transgender people playing sports.
Mm-hmm.
I go to sports a lot. I'm in the space.
Yeah.
I'm in the sports space.
Yeah.
I don't see this. Never seen this before. So it's like,
just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not affecting people's lives, though.
It's affecting your life?
No, but I would handle that different if I had a daughter.
Have you known anybody that's affected their life?
No.
Exactly. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? That's why I said you could kick the can down the road.
Yeah.
You could kick the can down the road. He's talking about this shit in his State of the Union address.
Yeah.
The girl got her face reconstructed because of volleyball. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How is that even possible? It's a hard ass spike.
I mean, parents too. There's other ways to make some change come about.
What's the other way? Like, that's a common sense thing, right? So I'm not mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand with all the shit that's happening right now. Why is that a priority?
Because he can't fix it. There is no actual economic solution to fix the country. That's why. So we're going to focus on the shit that really don't matter. So, but what do I know?
Okay.
Can we talk about this Black Sam and Rockstar situation? How do you deal with unloyal friends or acquaintances? I want to focus on the negative and shout to Marathon Burger, shout to Sam. Please text your shot, 100 orders on me for the community. One of the realest ones ever. I got you. But for people who don't defend the honor of the friendship, how do you handle them? And all that you selling the footage, I'm going to be real, because I'm going to stay out of y'all West Coast business. Y'all need to stop doing sucker shit, though, after you get pressed. Don't say you want to fade and I just saw you.
That's a fact.
I hate that shit. He had clippers ready for you at Marathon. Hot taper. What? Oh, okay.
You know, Sam's a friend of mine. So, I have a lot of respect for Sam.
Yeah.
And I actually met the other guy too.
Tell us more.
I can't.
Oh.
But it's a pretty crazy story. I will say this. If you have love for me and you're with somebody that's speaking bad about me and you don't defend me,
stay the fuck away from me.
Then I have to question our relationship.
Yep. I'm going to say it loud. Stay the fuck away from me.
It's like when people come back to you and say like, yo, this person was talking about you. They said this. Well, why they feel comfortable talking
Letting that
about
ride around you.
why they feel comfortable talking about me to you?
Mhm.
That's a red flag for me.
Yep.
Because
I don't want to be in the middle of it. You're gonna be on the outs with me. And when I get to call my little friends in River Park, it's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time had, my boy. Slide o'clock. So allegedly. Joking. These are jokes written by 85 South.
yeah, I mean that's how I look at it. Like I mean, we should if we good, they shouldn't feel comfortable talking about me.
Yeah.
And if they do talk about me, you're supposed to defend your friends. You're supposed to defend your
You don't
family.
even gotta win, but at least defend.
No, defend your family and your friends when they're not there.
Yep.
When they're not there.
Facts.
Everybody wants to defend you when you're there.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh no, you know, put on a movie and do all that.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing when I'm not there?
Yeah. And shout out to those of you who do. I appreciate it. Those of you who operate with integrity and honor and all that, I appreciate it. But come on, man.
This goes back to I put this on Instagram when I said you can't do a good deal with a bad person.
You cooked on our Breakfast Club too about helping too much.
That's a fact too. That's a fact too. Cooking. It's like you can't. The reason why I say you can't do a good deal with a bad person is that oftentimes people think this goes back to the Arabs in Michigan. Oftentimes people think like I see this person curse this person out. He cheated this person for 100,000.
Yep.
Crossed over this person.
Yep.
But me and him, we good. But it's like we gonna have a different relationship than this. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you could curse out a janitor, like if you curse out a janitor, that's alarming to me because that lets me know that on a certain level you don't value people.
Yep. So
if you don't value one person, you don't really value anybody.
And some of y'all got mad about the not taking care of your kids. You'll kill me. I'm good. I don't even want to be around you. If you don't respect your parents, don't want to be around you. If you never do good business with anybody, why do I think I'm going to be so lucky that you're not going to try and fuck me over? It's going to fall on you at some point.
That's a major key and a major lesson for anybody out there. Yep. You can't do a good deal with a bad person. It's not going to work. Eventually, it might take 1 year. It might take 10 years. It might eventually this shit is going to come back to you.
Yep.
And they're going to end up fucking you over.
Yep.
It happens all the time.
All the time.
And people look past things. Because if somebody got a bag, it's like I'm gonna look past it. Like I don't care what they did in the past. I don't care about this. Look, we got a relationship.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, too, get your own emotions so you don't got to come around and be fake. Like I don't like that if he wasn't defending Nip's honor, but then you want to come kick it with Sam. Go make your own shit pop. Go build Paru Pizza or something.
Paru Pizza.
Like, what are we doing, yo? Come on, man. But I'm out of LA business, so I want to smoke. Shout out to all y'all promoting and all that, but I don't like that. I don't like that little cloud chasing. And you 57 years old, bro. And the quiet ones, the ones with the rah-rah, you don't got to worry about. The ones who quiet and then turn up, Jackal. Bradley Cooper, American Sniper. Please be careful. The ones who are the toughest I've seen in my life, you didn't even know they had it in them until it was too late. But
yeah, how do you protect yourself? How do you protect yourself from getting taken advantage of in a relationship? It could be a friendship, it could be a business partner, it could be boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, how do you protect yourself from getting taken advantage of?
I don't think you can get taken advantage of unless you allow yourself to. A lot of times when that happens, whether it's in a business relationship, interpersonal relationship, you didn't set firm boundaries. I mean, to answer the question directly, you have to be firm in who you are and firm in your boundaries. But a lot of times when people complain, well, this person did this to me, like my mom and grandmother would always ask, well, how many times did you allow it? First time you get to violating, if you don't take care of it, a lot of times people don't even want to try you, but if they see that you won't stand up for yourself, it's going to be a manipulation and taking party. So the only way to protect yourself is to be firm in who you are.
What do you think about BlackRock striking a deal for $23 billion to pretty much own 90% of the Panama Canal's passageways on each
I
side
told
of
you in
it.
2020 the most important commodity was water.
Well, that's what this Greenland thing is about too.
For sure.
He wants to make Greenland part of America.
Good acquisition with all this debt we have. Everyone put in chat, how much debt does Greenland have and what's their debt to GDP ratio? Good way to bring the ratio down is to acquire something whose debt to GDP ratio is not high as ours and has better mineral. That's why even in Ukraine, those mineral rights are so important. We need more commodities in our favor. Do I think it's right or wrong? You can argue. I don't think it's right, but it's the way that business has always been done. And it's just getting sped up a lot faster. But I've been telling everyone, CGW told you in 2020, 2021, the water is one of the most important commodities. I keep bringing up the family in California that owns the majority of the waterways. This is real shit. This, like, you don't have to watch any fictional movies. The things that are happening in real life are scarier.
And another thing why the Greenland thing is so important, whether you believe the Earth's climate is changing.
For sure.
This is not a debatable fact.
Mm-hmm.
You could believe in climate change or not, but the Earth's climate is changing. The Earth is getting hotter. This is not
Whether
debatable.
it's man-made,
Whether it's man-made or whether
machine.
that's just the natural course, the world
Yeah.
climate. Just the climate is getting hotter. Being that the climate is getting hotter,
Yeah,
the glaciers are melting.
for sure.
The North Pole is melting.
Yes.
There's going to be a new ocean. Greenland is perfectly centered. That's why everybody's fighting over Greenland. People wondering, like, why the fuck is it Greenland? Everybody keeps talking about Greenland. Well, it's strategically positioned pretty perfectly amongst a lot of world powers. When you talk about Russia, China, America, but also there's going to be a new passage. We talk about the Panama Canal.
Yep.
The reason why the Panama Canal was made is because before the Panama Canal, you had to go all the way down from the damn Argentina to get goods. It was very inconvenient.
Yeah.
The Panama Canal makes it a lot easier,
A lot more convenient.
right, to get things from the west to the east.
Yeah.
Now, there's going to be a new ocean. What is that going to do for trade? Who's going to have rights to that ocean, right? This is why they're prioritizing Greenland.
Yeah.
Because Greenland is perfectly positioned there.
Yeah.
So technically they would have claims to a lot of the waterways
For sure.
if a new ocean is formed and a new ocean is being formed.
Does climate change have the ability to melt that ice wall?
The ice wall?
Hypothetically.
Allegedly.
Oh, back to your question though. How do you avoid getting taken advantage of in a relationship?
Set boundaries early. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Set boundaries early.
Yeah.
Because once you have loose boundaries, then people's going to take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
They're going to push the limits, and that's when you start to get into gray area.
Yeah.
Set boundaries early.
And the people who respect your boundaries actually care about you the most.
Respect boundaries. Don't cross boundaries.
Yeah, don't do it.
But if you don't have a boundary, then you don't know what to cross.
You're gonna get violated. You're gonna get slid. Financial freak off. Well, you're gonna get manipulated, gaslit.
Financial
That's
freak
gonna be crazy. You're gonna get financially abused in reverse. Everybody put it in chat. Hard boundaries for the win. And I've talked to some of you personally. You're going through a lot of these issues with people, like year after year, or month after month. I'm like, if they know you won't walk away, what's the incentive for them to stop? I hear a lot of people, I don't like the way I'm being treated here at this company or in this partnership. I'm like, you won't go no fucking where. What incentive do they have to do any different? So
that's a fact. Okay, before we leave, will Diddy beat this case?
Honest answer, if he pay enough, he will. I don't know if we can talk, but
allegedly.
If he pay enough,
I think he got a good shot. I'm be honest with you. I've never in life saw a RICO case for one person.
Dirk.
He got RICO? No, he got murder for hire charge. I've never
Okay.
seen a RICO conspiracy charge where there's no other co-defendant. He has no co-defendants. How does that even work? How do you have a RICO charge by yourself?
Because they all turned on him.
No. But the whole point of a RICO is that you got to have a group of people. It's an organized crime. It's a conspiracy. It's a group of people that they put together. You can start to snitch at a certain point, but they arrested no person. They arrested one person in a RICO charge. He's in a solo RICO charge. It's a very weird situation that he's in right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got a good chance of beating this, to be honest with you. That's just my personal opinion.
He could. That's gonna cost
How much?
50.
50?
Like 50 will get you out. You probably gonna have to go to Uruguay.
Uruguay.
You ain't making no more videos, my boy. And no more liquor. Ain't no more social media. Just sit down for a calm little 6. Therapy rebrand. You'll be straight. Everything has a price. Like 50. You'll be out.
The Tate brothers are back in Florida.
I saw that.
So that's interesting because I guess they had to come from the higher ups, but then Florida, the state governor and the governor and the AG of the state were both saying that they're not welcome. They don't know how this happened. They never okayed it. So it had to come from the administration.
Had to. Yeah, had to.
How do you feel about that?
Why should they not be allowed in the States?
I'm just posing the question.
Yeah, I mean.
So you're okay with this?
The administration was okay with it.
The administration was okay with it.
My final question is, will they ever release those Epstein files?
Will they release the Epstein files? I thought they was going to release it.
Fake news.
He gave it to
Yeah. Well, I can hear all of our parents. Yo, what are y'all doing?
He gave it to 3. This is blackout, not crash out, ladies and gentlemen.
Facts.
There's a difference. Will they ever release the Epstein? What if this thing has one person? Like, what if it's not as big as what people are making it out to be? It's like, what if this thing has turned into like such a urban legend that I feel like it's going to be disappointing when they actually, when they see it, it's going to be like,
yeah, because they're going to redact all the names. I even got a theory about AI. What's tied into that?
What's the AI?
It's easier to. Never mind. I can hear my mom right now. I'm listening. But I got a theory. Because any time that you finance something of this scale this quickly, there's more than we want to make efficiency a lot better for the American citizens. But I want to stay alive. So, and I will. AMD goes to 97. Yep. So, but if that list ever, it'll probably come out in 40 or 50 years.
In 40 years? Nobody's even going to care. In 40 years, everybody's going to be dead.
That's usually the game plan. They finally reveal who killed Tupac and Biggie after 35 years. And that's on a tier of importance. That's way lower. Rest in peace, Tupac. They're not going to let this shit come out anytime soon.
And even that story is crazy.
Which one?
The Tupac thing?
What's crazy about it?
Can I tell this story? Troy, can I tell this story?
If you tell it, I'm going to tell the truth.
I got to get clearance on this to know.
About the night he got killed or shot?
About how Keefe D actually, why he got arrested.
Oh, yeah.
I need clearance to tell his story.
Troy, text faster, please. Mi hermano, please. Por favor. Come on, let's wake it up.
Troy said, no, I'm not authorized to tell this story. I'll tell you the story off camera.
And we can say it now, too. It's crazy to put that shit on Orlando and had nothing to do with that. West Coast been like, come on, man.
But just know, this Keefe D thing, man, it speaks to America. Let's just say that.
For sure.
It speaks to America.
For sure. This is America.
We heard the story, and it was
let's see if the stories match.
Pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty interesting, I'll tell you that much.
Mm-hmm. Wish we could. Wish we could.
Okay.
Hey, when the president in Paradise got to talking all that shit, they end up killing him too.
Oh, I gotta watch that show.
Oh, Paradise, fire.
It's on Netflix.
Hulu. Fellas, if you need a good show to watch your girl, well, y'all girl gonna do like mine did and finish before I do. But watch it together. Good show, perfect murder mystery, ties in a lot to what's going on today. Oh, did y'all see that mountain mysteriously popped up in Antarctica? Well timed.
And China is cutting cables, internet cables.
Oh, for sure.
Around Taiwan.
Oh, for sure.
What are they doing?
Invasion time. That's why.
That's crazy.
Takeover, breaks over, ninja.
They just going under the water in the ocean and cutting cables.
Very smart. You want to go over there and play with America when you mind anyway. No, but you come back on Ike Turner rules. China's Ike Turner, yo.
That's a fact.
What's the love got to do with it?
Oh man.
Yeah. But go watch homework. Go watch Paradise. It's a lot of moving parts. So.
All right.
You want to tell the KPD story?
I do want to tell it because it's one of these things that
about why he got locked up, like why he's in now, right?
Yes, it highlights America. It highlights America.
Mm-hmm.
That story is the story of America.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to tell it.
Yep,
I really do.
Rest in peace, Afeni, Tupac. Love to Muta. Love y'all dearly. Favorite artist ever. Putting that shit on Orlando is crazy. And Orlando was serious. Well, I'm not taking that away. But everybody watch on the West Coast. Baby Lane, menace. But to put that on him, insane. And one day, well, we gotta talk about the other person next to. One day. I don't want to hear that. Yo, I hate when you do the cliffhanger thing. Don't watch. Don't watch. Easy solution. Sorry. This is the anti-content model. Don't watch. How about that? Go buy AMD at 97, the 98 like I told you, and I told you when video was going to go, and Bitcoin too. Cool. And I want to talk about, same way you feel about that KPD story, I want to tell my little Michael Saylor story. In 99, how much did the value of that company fall? Not saying that the same thing is going to happen, but make sure Saylor stays on the right side of government and the elite this time around.
Michael Saylor.
Mm-hmm.
He had a tumble last time around.
You got to stay in contact with the kings and kingmakers.
The crazy thing about it is that that's another stupid thing that Trump did. The crypto reserve should have just been straight Bitcoin. And people are scared. That's why he got so many people scared. Like nobody really, like they asked Michael Saylor about that. They like, and he was very measured in his. He wanted to say it should have just been Bitcoin.
Yeah.
How you gonna make a crypto reserve and have Cardano?
I'm gonna be, and I was happy for me personally, for my own, like told you so. Like, how the fuck that get in there? But Charles worked his relationship because he wasn't picked by the. Okay, so you can either be selected by the fund of funds, or you can go right to government. Charles had to go to government. Everything else had been elected or selected, as the minister would say, by the funds. He went to the big homie, but they shouldn't have been in that reserve.
That was crazy.
Y'all put Cardano on there before y'all reveal that gold in Fort Knox. That's telling. That's suspicious. Langley, I don't mean none of this. You know I love y'all. So this is America.
This is America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. NVIDIA will be fine.
Yep, it'll be fine.
NVIDIA will be fine, ladies and gentlemen.
You got any relationship with dating advice? And on a hot topic. Nope. Saying those okay.
I'm just trying to think.
Or any questions from the audience? Any good ones? Before we wrap.
What a time.
To be alive.
Will TSM be fine?
Yes.
TSM will be fine.
Whether China abducts it and brings it back to China, or we abduct it and put it in Arizona, they'll be A-okay.
The thing that they're needed. They're one of these companies that's needed.
Probably the most important company. Like if they were in America, I would have told y'all to sell Apple for TSM.
Which company is more important, Nvidia or Apple, or which company is? If you had to put your money in one company, would it be Nvidia or Apple
for growth?
Yes,
Nvidia for sure.
Nvidia,
for sure. Not even close.
So is Apple still two tech? Is it two
tech?
What's the two tech?
Apple and Microsoft.
But why not Nvidia?
I can't reveal y'all. They done stole enough. Y'all stole enough. All the remixes. I feel you. No. Sorry. Lo siento, mi hermano. Yeah, it's still Apple, Microsoft, because the way it was constructed. And eventually, maybe 3 years, we're going to see the Mag 7 be reduced to like the Fantastic Four. Watch what I tell you. Every time I'm out here, I get more little text from Wall Street. You were more right than you knew. Hyper concentration, especially at the Buffett transition over, you're going to see a lot of concentration into a few stocks. Jensen got to be more focused, though, to surpass Apple. That's the only issue. Yeah.
Well, he's already surpassed them as far as market cap, right?
Close. Jensen?
What's Nvidia's market cap? Who's the top market cap?
Microsoft and Apple are still 1 and 2, I believe.
What is? And last week hurt them. Before that, they was ahead of them.
Yeah.
But they dropped last week.
Yeah.
They dropped last week.
If he quit signing titties for a year, I'll replace him.
2.8 billion market cap for Nvidia, and Apple's is 3.5.
Yep. HQ is a lot of ideas that I'll advocate for the employees. There are a lot of amazing employees at Apple that have amazing ideas that will get them back to the golden days. You have to listen, though. And enjoy whatever tumultuous relationship that y'all had with Steve and Johnny Ive.
Trump talked about Tim Cook in State of the Union.
Yep.
He talked about OpenAI. He talked about Apple.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about TSM.
Yep.
He talked about, what other companies did he say? Elon Musk, personally.
So 2 foreign entities and 2, that may be the new 2 Tech 2 index. 2 foreigns and 2 domestic.
That's a fact.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. Buy a house in Ghana. That's a good investment.
Yes. This finna be Mexico year for me, boy. Whew. Get over there for Sean Baum not let us in anymore. Cartel made that call. You gonna take these avocados, my boy. Interesting times.
Interesting times that we're
in.
For sure. But if you don't have an international exit plan, you're in trouble.
Pick a place. I'm begging you. How many more years before America's done?
Man, that's a tough question. It's already on a downward hill spiral.
We in the Wizards years, though.
Yeah, it's fourth quarter. Quarter.
Rip Hamilton and Jordan right now. Ain't looking good.
It's fourth quarter.
Yep.
Somebody said I heard Ghana was ripping people off. I'm not sure exactly what that's referring to.
But isn't that rich being in this country?
Huh?
Isn't that rich being in this country? The land of the ripoff?
Exactly. You've been ripped off your whole life. What are you talking about? You literally have been ripped off your whole entire life.
Every healthcare, survival rates of Black infants, education. They told us for 30 years to put petroleum jelly on our bodies, which is a derivative of fucking oil.
Exactly. You're eating cancer.
From John D. Rockefeller's company.
You're literally eating cancer. You're eating cancer. That's how you're eating cancer.
Pop quiz. When they broke up Standard Oil, how many companies did they get to keep equity in? American finance is the greatest horror story on earth if you actually go study.
Been ripped off your whole fucking life. For 400 years, you've been ripped off. What happened to the 400 acres? You didn't get a mule.
Man. Tough. But
I mean, of course, anywhere in the world, if you're stupid, you're gonna get taken advantage of. That's, I mean,
yeah,
it's not fucking the Garden of Eden.
yeah. There's definitely things you got to look out for.
Yeah, like, I mean,
that's
just
interesting.
that's
to
common.
being here.
That's common sense shit. You go anywhere not knowing what you're
Yeah.
doing, and you're going to get taken advantage of. I mean, that's what it is. But I mean, literally, you're in the land of rip off.
Yep.
You've been fucking ripped off.
Yes.
You're in a place where, depending on how much money you make, that determines your level of education.
Absolutely.
That's a scam.
That's a scam.
That's one of the biggest scams. Nobody ever talks about that. That's one of the biggest scams running.
Hustle?
Your zip code determines your education. Nobody, you don't question that.
Mm-hmm.
Your property taxes that you pay goes to your school. So if you live in a better neighborhood, you have higher property taxes, meaning your school district is better. If you live in a poorer neighborhood, you have lower property taxes, and that means that your school is so literally your future is determined on the zip code that you live in, and your education that your children are getting is determined if you have money or not. But it's free public education. You don't find that to be a ripoff?
Even for 1st through 5th graders, some schools cost $70,000 a year for 1st through 5th grade. Private school all over the country. Daycare. What? Okay. Gotcha.
And it's important to see the world for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have seen the world through influencers or YouTube pages or Instagram.
Yeah.
And you're listening to people who they themselves don't know what they're talking about.
True indeed.
They themselves have never done anything. Mm-hmm. You need proof of concept.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
You need a proof of concept.
Mm-hmm.
You can't follow a loser. You're gonna lose.
And there's a lot of them out there.
It's a lot of them out there.
My
follow
boy.
a loser. Humbly. You can't follow a loser.
Yes.
It's a proven pathway to lose.
Yep.
What have you done?
Yep.
What have you done?
Critique. There's no equity in it. But what do we know? And shout out to all of y'all who still criticize. Savon asked me this yesterday. Like, how do you deal with the critics? They haven't helped anybody, bro. That shit don't be happening in real life. Especially when I be out here. Every time I'm out, I'm like, thank God I do right. Man, I love what you do. I appreciate you. I made $725,000. I'm like, yo, buy me some shit in Louis there. I hear you. Portfolio crazy. Man, just do good. Do good. And karma always catches up. That's what I've seen. Notice all the like critics I had 2 years ago, they're in misery right now.
Yeah.
Get
it.
More though.
But yeah, it is important to travel, see the world. Like I said, I mean,
and it's not that expensive. You get on Expedia, catch a deal.
I promise you. If you're only stuck in America, it's not going to work for you.
Mm-mm.
I promise you that. In the next 20 years, the way this whole thing is going, you better have something.
Yes.
You better have something figured out. It don't got to be Africa. It could be the UAE. It could be Mexico. It could be wherever. But
it could be Paraguay. You pick a place.
Pick
Panama,
a place. Pick a place.
Pick a place.
Pick a place.
Please.
But if you just stuck trying to just wave the American flag, good luck.
Peekaboo. Kendrick did that for the Super Bowl and didn't do it again. And one of his homeboys came out with the Palestinian flag. Peekaboo. He told you that, hey, I'm trying to bust him over too. Okay.
That's a fact, man.
What do we know?
I promise you it's not gonna work, man. But yeah. And the whole on my own land thing, the whole world is my land. That's how I look at it. Like, I'm a global citizen.
Yeah.
So I'm an American citizen, but anywhere that I go, the earth is big.
Yeah.
We're gonna go wherever the opportunity is. It could be in Sri Lanka. That's one.
I keep trying to get behind the ice wall. Can't do it.
We're gonna go anywhere that the opportunity is, man. We ain't stuck here.
Put me anywhere on God Green's earth.
That's a fact.
Triple my worth.
That's one thing that white people understand. That's why they colonized every part of the world.
Yeah.
Keep moving. They keep going.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna take over Mars.
Yeah.
You're trying to talking about you fighting for Hartford, Connecticut, and fucking
Paul Auntie Gail looks so terrified talking about the little space flight. Katy Perry, make sure your Illuminati contract is okay before you take the little flight up there.
if you don't own land, it's not your land.
Big facts.
If you don't own
The land.
if you don't own land, it's not your land. You how's it your land if you don't own land?
Yeah. You got to pay tax on the land. Is it your land?
Don't even make any sense. You're just saying some shit that sounds trendy on Twitter.
Peekaboo. Sound good.
Not your land. You don't own land.
Yep. Tough.
That's
Tough.
Would you want me to lie to you or you want me to be honest with you?
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
America's a tricky place, but only this amazing country could give us these opportunities.
That's a fact. Shout out to America, man.
Yep.
But I'm out of here.
Gotta go.
It's been real.
You give us some relationship advice.
Relationship advice?
Or you didn't answer if Kanye was a cuck.
Kanye, one of my favorites, man.
Me too.
Kanye, one of my favorites, so I can't, it's
can't
one
do
of these
that.
things. What is a tether? You know, they made up a word called tether. Tether is a stable coin.
Yeah, I was like, what?
That's become a vernacular for people that's not American black. Like, let's say, like, if you're from Aruba, like Jamaican,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, he's a Jamaican tether. Well, I just don't know where, because tether to me is a stable coin.
Yeah.
So how did that, what does that mean?
So some Alex Jones probably made it up.
No, but I'm not even trying to be funny.
I have no clue.
I'm being honest, because like I said, I've seen that before where it's like tether. What is a tether? What does a tether mean?
I'm not the expert. That or
because tether is a stable coin.
yes.
No, I'm being honest.
Me too.
No disrespect. I'm really just trying to understand. I'm tapped in. I'm on Twitter. I see shit. So I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to get educated.
Yeah. But y'all put it in chat. I don't know. Tupac or Nipsey? This is that.
Tupac or Nipsey?
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Nas or Hov? Trump or Biden? On that note, Keefy D or Suge?
Suge. I'll take Suge all day.
Suge all day.
Take Suge all day.
Yeah. Kudos to Marion. Hold your head.
I'll take Suge all day.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, gotta go.
If we offended anybody, we apologize. This was a script that was provided to us.
Yeah, for sure.
By Anthropic. So
yes.
We had no parts in this.
It's AI, by the way. We actually weren't live. That's why we didn't comment on the comments in the show.
This is actually a test run. This is actually not even us.
No.
Avatars.
Nope.
If it
Bilderberg Group or World Economic Forum?
Robert Smith sold us his software.
Gotcha.
We're testing it out.
Gotcha.
Yep. That's what we're doing. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. Tune in tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow at 6:00
for an amazing episode.
Another one.
Yes.
Another one. All right, guys. It's been real. Love.
What